Hang on, everybody. We'll be with you in a second. There you go, Gas. You got it?
Yeah.
Get this out of here.
We're trying.
It's bonus coverage here, folks. We're getting our act together here with the live stream. Sorry about that.
Got it.
All right, how we doing?
I think we're good now.
All right.
Test. Good.
Turn me down. I'm 3. There you go, buddy. Okay. Now you turn yourself down.
Test, test.
Oh,
No, I
there
think
you
I'm
go.
on 2.
Okay, we're 2 or 3.
All right, we're good. Sorry, folks.
Hey, everybody. It's a professional
No, it's not.
TechVision live streaming
We
production.
never claimed to be professional.
We forgot to plug in the mixer board, so there was no audio. Sorry.
Got it. We're good.
Anyway, here we go.
Welcome to Manchester, New Hampshire, Yankee Lanes for the round of 32. Come on early today. The Yankee Lanes Manchester Open round of 32. Thanks to Jeff Barden and his staff. $2,000 added money into this event, plus $3,000 into yesterday's Senior and Women's Open. This is NEBA number 1003. Defending champion from Canada, Henrik Tremblay, is in the finals. Let's see who's bowling in front of us on the live stream pairs. We have on 7 and 8, we have Mr. R.J. Broge against Joe DePetto, and also Jamison Matthew versus Kevin Tebow. And on 9 and 10, you see Chris Monroy versus Tom Coco, and Amanda Broge versus Andrew Hall. So Brian Gaskell here with you with my partner Bruce Hall.
Hey, Gas.
How you doing,
buddy? We're getting in now.
Well, neither one of us is still bowling, obviously.
I was going to say, we're still.
Although I didn't even bowl today. I gave it a try last night, and it was so miserable that I decided not to try again.
So it was a really interesting pattern, Gas. Why don't you tell the dimensions
Well,
of it, and we'll talk
I'll
about
give
it
the
a little
specs,
bit.
and you
It's
can
very
talk
weird.
about how pattern played today, because obviously I wasn't here, so
Yeah.
I didn't see much. I saw last night, and I know they were pretty miserable for me. But let's. The pattern is homemade pattern, Yankee Lane singles pattern, 37 feet, 4.42 to 1, 29.55 mils.
So more volume than yesterday's pattern, Gas. Yesterday was long, 48 feet.
Right, with only 26
With only
mils stretched out,
26
right?
mils, and it's still like 5 to 1.
Yeah.
This had less off the corner, so you had more reaction outside, and all the lefties pretty much that are in the finals played them way out, and they had a pretty good look. You could get it up the lane, you could get it a little bit left, it would peel, but a lot of guys, like I was talking to Randy Hagemoser, myself, a number of other lefties, tried to go up the lane. It would hook early. Like, look what just happened just now
To Kevin.
Right. You'd play out, and you'd get it up, and it would go early, and then you'd move in a board and swing to it, and it would go long. Like I think Wheel was saying to you.
Yeah, he texted me 9:30 this morning. He said, if I get my ball out of the side at 3, it goes on the gutter.
Yeah,
on the right.
it just keeps going.
Yeah.
So you had to really be lined up. You had to have the right surface. You had to have the right roll. And, guys like R.J. Broge, Mike Lichstein, Ian Fitzpatrick, Jay Matthew, they crushed it from the outside on the left, and other people did too. Now, Andrew.
Now you see Kevin just went up the outside to shoot this.
And it
didn't even get back. It didn't even get back to the 3-pin.
Went straight, right? See that?
So let's.
Anyway, so
where did that rundown go? Right here. Okay.
There you go.
So we did have 153 entries, which is not bad for this neighborhood.
No, up in here in Manchester.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
We don't really draw from New York and stuff when we come up here, so this is.
Well, the added money helps, Jeff.
Yeah.
I think we drew from Maine. We're drawn from the local area, and really good to see everybody out
so
there. All the Canadians are here. Obviously, the defending champs are here. Steve Gagnon made the cut.
And the fact that it was the first round of the 4E Memorial, those
Yep.
64 people had a bowl this morning, right? So
Actually, I got stats on that. 48 advancers.
Yes.
Right? There were exactly 48 4E bowlers that showed up.
no way. 16 people didn't come?
16 people didn't come, even though they, it was the same thing last year. Now you watch Joe DePetto, he played that out, pretty much straight up the boards, and that turned up beautifully to the pocket. Now look at Tom Coco, look at how deep he is. He can't play the edge, right? Yet he still made the cut.
He might get.
Right?
Yeah.
And beautiful shot there. That's with that Widow Pink, right?
So we did have 153 entries. top 32 qualifiers advanced. There were no buys, so all 32 are bowling now. Obviously, we'll have 5 rounds of match play. The cut at 6 o'clock last night was 1083.
And that was Storm, right?
That was Storm DeVincent, yep. And then this morning at 9 o'clock, there were 82 total entries, and that cut was 1113.
Wow, 82. I thought we could only have 80 on a squad for some reason.
Unless this is a misprint.
No,
It says 82.
I wonder if we used I wonder if they set aside a breakdown pair. I'd have to figure it out. That involves math.
We're not good at math here.
No, only score math, not cross math.
Well, that's questionable too.
Well, that's a good point.
That's debatable.
Hey, I'll speak for myself on that one.
Sunday.
There you go.
And then Sunday, obviously 12:30, we had 52 more entries, and that cut was 1093. The seniors all made it guaranteed, off the squad cut, so there were no extra senior cut or super senior cut. We were guaranteed to take 1 woman, and that was Amanda Broge at 1049. None of the women had made it off the squad cut, so she got the extra spot from the women. And because of that, there was an extra cash spot that went to Michael Reale. And the at-large cut was 1080.
And we ended up 7 at-larges, right?
Yes.
We had 1 woman we had to take.
Yeah.
Who was the woman? Who was the one woman?
Amanda.
Amanda, okay.
So yeah, because Amanda
she's
took
bowling
1.
Andrew, who was high qualifier. So.
Yeah, so because she took 1 spot from the regular at-large, that was why Michael Reale got an extra cash spot.
Right, that's right.
So I'm gonna run down all the matches quick while we're still early in the games here, just so in case people are at home rooting for their friends and family. Or I'm gonna do the whole bracket, top to bottom. So Andrew Hall versus Amanda Broge, Tom Coco versus Chris Monroy, which we already told you. Off to 11 and 12, Dave Samard versus Mike Clausen. There's a battle royal right there. Tyler Blanchett and Steve Gagnon. 13 and 14, Mike Lickstein and Sean Richard. Dennis Bissonette and Mike Puzo. Over on 15 and 16, Colby Hagamosa versus Storm DeVincent, and Bill Webb versus Scott Hartnett. On 17 and 18, Ian Fitzpatrick and Nate Clark. Also Tyler Levesque versus Stone Bouchard. Now on the other half of the bracket, down to 3 and 4, Joey Tranzu versus Hunter Kempton. Jamie Silva, is that Jamie Silva or Jamie Silva Jr. versus Kieran Reeve Patel. Over to 5 and 6, Nathan Ruess LaJoy, another one of our friends from the north, versus Peter Fox. That's a good match.
Yeah.
That's just off camera to the left. We'll try and keep track of that too. That's 2 of the up-and-coming players. Also, Chris Vorig versus Henrik Tremblay, the defending champion. And then, as we said earlier, 7 and 8, RJ Broge versus Joe Tepetto, and Jamison Matthew versus Kevin Tebow.
And RJ just flagged a 7-pin, helping out Joe. And here's Amanda Broge goes stone 8. That was to take a 15-pin lead over Andrew. Now let's watch Jay Matthew. He was right next to me playing the edge. Watch this. Watch this. That's a double cross. Right up the edge.
Wow.
And turns it up. See, that's the way you play it, right?
If I could, I would have.
Yeah. It's just you had to be just right.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right? You had to be just right. I fished all around the first block, shot 35 over. I talked to all the other guys and said, just stay out. What do you do? Stay out. You stay on top of it. Stay with your thing. I didn't shoot 200. Yeah,
so I can only speak. I can only speak for what happened last night. Obviously, like I said, I wasn't here all day, but and then we had a strip and royal after bowling on a 48-foot pattern. So I don't know that they were the same or not.
Yeah, they played it. Well, a lot of what you described was similar.
But I'd be honest with you, when we were in the 15 minutes of practice, I couldn't not keep a reactive ball on the right side of the lane.
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
Yeah. Took off.
Could not.
Yeah.
So I ended up throwing a purple like up 10.
So you had to move in. You couldn't play.
Couldn't, no, because
even
if
the
I
purple would go early on you outside.
Or never.
Yeah,
early
right,
or never.
Right. Interesting.
And it would hook at the arrows, or it'd hook right before it hit the 3-6.
Yeah.
Nowhere in between.
Yeah.
So I played up 10, and I was close. I mean, I was even-ish for the first three and a half games.
Well, there were a lot of guys in, like from the start. I mean, I was amazed. Everybody around me this morning was in. Like I said, I texted you. I said, this really looks good outcast. And then like about another 3 or 4 frames, I texted again. I said, never mind.
Yeah,
it doesn't look that good.
You were trying to get me out of bed to come back.
Well, I was imagining you throwing that force 10 up too, and I'm like, you got a chance with that, Ross. Come on, baby.
Maybe if I was
go.
If I was shooting the 6-9-10, maybe that would have worked.
See, look at RJ. See, he can't get it to turn the corner now. RJ has nothing on this, so it may be, it also may be very much pair to pair. This is such an old surface, Gas.
Yeah.
Forey just flagged a 2-5. He just pulled it left and didn't hit either one of them. Here's Chris Monroy in his match against Tom Coco. And slaps the 10 for a triple. Very nice.
So then with all, going back to last night real quick, and then after everyone used urethane at the beginning, by the end they had tamed down to the point where I could use a weak reactive pearl eggs ball, and it was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
So I debated coming back at 12:30 and seeing if that happened again.
Yeah.
But then I said, what am I going to do when they re-roll for the finals? Like, where am I going after that? So what's the point?
Yeah. Amanda's really balled up here. She got something really dull. Looks aggressive going up. Amanda, of course, the winner of the women's event yesterday, and she dropped a bunch of books on her little toe at work, a teacher's hazard. And you can see she's hobbling around. She actually is walking better today than she was yesterday. Now here's Andrew Hall to try to get the lead back, and does it. Throwing that pitch. Andrew's throwing a pitch pretty much out, straight up at it. Now, I don't know what Litch is throwing, but he's got a great look.
If I had a guess, I'd say EPX. I don't even have to look.
Yeah, he's been modernizing. He's moving up. I think he might have had a yellow dot. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. But he did. He was moving into some more modern equipment. Of course, Litch is moving out of Bradley too. You know that? Spare time.
I mean, from what I understand, he's completely going to be out. It's going to be Norman Steele now, I think.
Yeah, It's what's the name of the new name of the shop?
I don't recall.
I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in that shop for almost 30 years. He told me.
That's right. Yeah. His dad watched that bowling center be built.
Yeah.
Here's Coco. A little bit high. Won't go. The 6-pin. Let's see how. And there's RJ. Cannot get anything to turn the corner the right way. He's having a heck of a time here against Joe DiPetto. Joe's got spare next 4, so DiPetto very much in hand in this match, in charge. And make it 5 for DiPetto. Tell you, he's been bowling great.
Yeah.
Here's Monroy going for 4 in a row. After Coco goes spare, triple, open. So 80, this is basically an even match, Gas. It's within a couple of pins. Now Monroy could take the lead here, can't get it to turn the corner. Boy, I saw a lot of that.
Yeah.
I did that a lot. I would go just 1 or 2 boards left and all urethane. It would just start to turn, bucket. And lots of people did it.
I blame myself last night. I said maybe I'm just tired of 10 games and the sitting around and hanging in between. But then everything.
Well, you did the live stream.
But then everybody I talked to today told me the same thing that I was thinking last night. So now I don't feel like it was my fault anymore. I actually feel a little better about it.
Well, as soon as you told me this morning, it was the first thing. I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
And then the more I watched, you were absolutely right, and it was behaving pretty much the same way. So got to give credit to the lane crew here. They did a good job stripping, and they put the pattern was faithful last night, and it behaved pretty much the same way today. Jay Matthews got a string going here. See that?
Yeah,
see that layoff?
That's a pretty good sign.
I was going to say, right? He completely fell off that shot.
And he hated it. And it was 10 in the pit.
Lays off 10 in the pit. That's that double cross. So Amanda left that stone 8, and instead, and now she gets the trip 4 this time. Instead of Andrew doubles and gets the lead back in that match. And meanwhile, it is a 2-pin match between Coco and Monroy. Here's Andrew with that pitch black. Carry the 10. Thank you. So Andrew on the burn comes out 8:05.
Shake it off.
Throwing that at the summit. Then 240, 240. So plus 290.
Shake it off.
I am not a proud papa at all.
Yeah,
the only good
1290. Next high in the score was 1173.
Yeah, that was the only good thing about the block. I got to watch Andrew shoot 290 over.
Well, I hope he was in pots and brackets. That's all I'm going to say.
He was not.
Oh, great.
It was a re-entry, so he just said, just go for it. Yeah, that could have been lucrative. He won the first 3 games.
Yeah, well, when you lead the squad
So,
by 120, that tends to be.
Win. Yeah, you're probably going to win a lot. That was a pretty good shot by Coco, and he goes up mixer 6-pin. There's Tyler Blanchette over here on 11. I tell you, these scores are hard to read, Gas. They're small print.
Yes, it is.
I wish you could get them a little bigger.
Well, we can say that the Pedo has spare now
Next,
6-bagger.
now 6, yeah. And then Monroy goes 2-8-10. Now there's Amanda and RJ Bros right in front of us. A happy couple, both in the finals.
Jamison has open 5-bagger, so he's clearly in control of his match against Kevin.
Yeah,
and as is Joe. So those 2 matches on 7 and 8 are.
Tebow has struck twice, and I think he's got 3 opens. Kevin does, or at least 2. And Monroy is going to fall behind more by a mark and count after this 2-8-10. Now Mike Lichstein seems to be striking at will. This is over on 13 and 14. Jay Matthew doesn't get it off the corner. You know, in general, Gas on the left, the left lanes were tighter, but not every pair. They're very, very different pair to pair. 13 and 14, 13 hooked and 14 was tight. So
Really?
you never knew. You never knew what it was going to do. And this is interesting. It's an HPL front end. You know, an HPL heads and then Guardian mid lane and back ends, right? The Guardian is really soft. It goes from soft to softer.
So Bruce, we got a technical question from the chat. Can you zoom in and onto the scores while we're live? Or do you have to set that up ahead of time? Can you change that now?
It just looks goofy.
All right, give it a try.
All right, here we go. If you guys don't mind,
we're going to try and zoom in on the scores here.
Watch what we'll do. Here, we'll zoom in on Andrew's score right here. We'll do that. And then we're going to go back full screen and we'll zoom in on the other score over here. Do that, and then we'll go back. Sorry, we'll go back full screen. Watch Joe. And then I'll shrink down a little bit. Sorry for the gymnastics on the shot here. And now, interesting development in the Andrew Hall match because Amanda found a way to double, which is going to put her in the 2 teens. And Andrew's at 222, so 5-pin match there, but Amanda could go out. Yeah, they are hard to read, guys, and the print is small. If you just look at the scores themselves, the print's small, so they're really hard to.
Yeah, I was having a hard time yesterday seeing anything that was not right in front of me.
Yeah.
I think in the round of 8, I actually turned my microphone off for a second and ran down to see what the other 2 matches was doing because I couldn't even tell.
Well, we might need the official live streaming binoculars to even call the match in front of us. There's Coco. Trips at the line.
It looked like he moved out. He moved out and firmed up a little bit.
Well, it looks like he also stuck at the line. Well, here's Jay Matthew. Firm control of his match. And beautiful shot there. Oh, he is throwing it good. son of Joey Transu. And Monroy, after the 2-8-10, leaves the 3-6-9-10 and converts.
That looks about my ball reaction right there.
Light high.
Except I wouldn't have made the spare.
Yeah. All right, here's this Hall-Broge match coming down to it. If Amanda can get this one, she takes the lead and cannot be shut out. Looks like Amanda balled down, actually. She had a more aggressive ball a second ago. Looks like she's gone to a exotic gem.
2-8-10.
And 2-8-10, just like what Monroy did on that lane. And that's big trouble for Amanda.
So there's really been no changes on 7 and 8. Those two matches are close to over.
Yeah. Andrew, meanwhile, slaps the 10, keeps his 2:20 pace. And Amanda now, unfortunately, is going to max out. See, I don't like this animation, right? They do this. Now I can't see the score. So they do the 2 pins or whatever. So Amanda 2:12, so Andrew will just need any mark. Now watch RJ go straight up it with the purple, right? He's out, gets peel off the corner. Now that hit the pocket, but that's the first time he's finally getting lined up.
I think that does it for that match. He needed them all just to make the pedal mark.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, DePetto's, even with that Greek church.
So Coco just doubled to get that match with Monroy close.
Well, I think he was leading as Monroy had the 2-8-10.
Oh, is that, see, again, yeah. I thought that said 154.
See, they go back and forth, right?
I thought Monroy said 154. It's 134.
It's 130. Right, yeah. You can't tell.
Oh, God.
In that green background, it's like impossible. See, this
I
is
did.
What we're looking at.
I thought Monroy was 154.
This is what we're looking at. It's really tough.
And I'm right in front of it.
Yeah. Chris would have to go sheet
Chris
to go 2-teen.
And it didn't face up again.
That's the same shot he just left the 2-8-10 on. So he just cannot figure this pair out. Very different pair to pair. Pretty old lane surface. Now Amanda's back to this ball. She's using one ball in each lane. And gets
so let's see what's going on over here in 11 and 12. I think Clausen and Samard looks like that match could be. Let's see. What's Clausen got? 130 plus a double. So Clausen's actually up 15, I believe.
Yeah,
so he can lock this up with a strike here. Oh, ring 10.
Dog.
So I believe, if my eyes are not deceiving me, which is possible.
Well, with this scoring,
Samard could strike out to win the match.
Let me go confirm.
Yeah, no, that's right. I think I can see it.
All right.
We got a thumbs up. Samar needs to double the win. And, oh, my God, he left a blower 6-pin on the first one.
That was the weirdest
he left
6-pin I've ever seen.
Half pocket 6-pin to
That
lose.
was the strangest 6-pin I've ever seen.
With a urethane ball. The ball sliced through the pocket so hard, the 3-pin went straight back and left a blower 6.
Yeah, Dave could have gone sheet for 205. Meanwhile, Clausen, if he makes this, he's got to make this, by the way, to get to the 190s.
Oh.
And he flags it.
I don't think it matters.
So what does this mean now?
I don't think he can lose.
He's in the 180s.
I think he's good.
I think he is because of count.
Yeah.
All right. Andrew Hall seals the deal. 187 to 185. Yep. Yeah, he didn't even need the spare. You're right.
Clausen on the tour in New England this weekend because he bowled here yesterday with us.
Oh, yeah.
Bowled at 6 o'clock here last night.
That's right.
Went to Bayside today. He got inducted into their Hall of Fame.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Got inducted into their Hall of Fame and bowled the TOC up there and made it back for the final somehow.
That was a top 64 in that TOC, right?
So, nah, they only got 25 entries, I think.
Oh, 25. Okay.
Yeah, it was maxed out at 64.
Okay.
But they only got 25.
Well, good to have you all with us. We are here in Manchester, New Hampshire. the latest addition to the Yankee Lane's growing family of bowling centers by Jeff Garden. He acquired this place in 2019, I think, Gas? Does that sound right?
Sounds close
Somewhere
enough,
around
yeah.
there, yeah. And Jeff, a fantastic proprietor. We had a wonderful weekend up there in Keene, and here we are with the women and the seniors and the regular singles here this weekend. And then Chris goes, finally, I figured out how to hit the pocket. And he leaves a flush 9. Thank you for nothing. So here's Ian Fitzpatrick. He's a winner. Thumbs up for Ian. And Forey just crumbled a 2-8 for a turkey. I got to go see what's going on with that match. Let's check it out. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right, so on 7-8, the Pedo advances. Jamison Matthew advances on 9 and 10. Andrew, Hall, and Coco. Here's Bruce with an update.
Yeah, that was a huge double for Forey. That puts him in the 190s. And the best his opponent can do to punch is 190. 190s. So. Chris Monroy, another light hit. Just getting teased here. Can't really figure out this pair. Recent Hall of Famer, Chris Monroy, we might say.
He came on with me yesterday for the final match.
Oh, did he?
Monroy did, yeah.
Oh, great. I'm sorry I didn't hear it. I was taking care of my wife's had knee replacement surgery, so I was tending to her. But I heard about the Forey shot. I guess he liked it off his hand, and everybody started clapping. And then it turns in for a Greek Church. He needs 9. Or what does he need, 8?
9.
So everybody turns in Greek Church.
8 to tie, 9 to win.
8 to tie, 9 to win. He goes Greek Church. Bill Webb wins. I heard that. Maybe 220 something for Coco. Make it 234. So the Jay Matthew match is concluded, right?
Oh, yeah. We already called that one a winner.
Joe DePetto advances. So we got one lefty, one righty advancing from that pair.
Forey did strike in the 10, so that locked that match up. Yeah.
Forey's going to advance. Very nice. Forey, of course, as we just said, runner-up yesterday, should have won. Had the title in hand, just had a weird ball react, right? I mean, everybody thought it was a good shot, right?
Including him.
Including him. So it hooks and boom, you're done.
So Webb during the finals, Webb left a 5-7, a 5-10, because he's playing fallback. Obviously, they were kind of toasty, but he left a 5-7, a 5-10, and an 8-10, and still won the tournament.
That's amazing.
I said that probably hasn't happened since like 1967.
What did he leave, a 5-7?
5-7, a 5-10, and an 8-10.
And an 8-10 in one game?
No, during the finals.
Oh, during the finals. Oh, my God.
One of the games in the finals, he went like front 5, blast 8-10 off the sheet.
That's crazy. That's insane.
But he was playing that fallback, and his ball was just barely tipping right in front of the pocket. And if he missed it at the bottom a little bit, it was still going right. It just Well,
All right, what do you
we're
think,
wrapped
guys?
up.
Okay.
We're all wrapped up here. Let's sign off, and we'll update the bracket and let you know who's bowling on the peach pairs in the next match.
Okay.
We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. Thanks, guys.